Game number 1, League C versus Goulash. We got a Raucous Swarm on Goulash's side and a Rage of the Sea for League C. This Raucous deck is pretty wonky. Playing double Predatory Dive in an open decklist environment. He's playing the Conqueror's Portal. And not really a whole lot of points. There's Yiger and Ozrel, a lot of just like filler stuff. Playing in Knickers. Yeah, interested to see how this matches up against League's deck that doesn't really feature anything it seems like would be particularly bad against this Arrakis deck. He's pretty easily capable of playing around Predatory Dives. Non-devotion deck running Conqueror. Yes, for Portal. 14-point portals, man. That is one use for the Axle. To play around the Pred Dive. Not bad. Trades up 4 points to the Pred Dive. Yeah, not even something you want to take. Yeah, for those of you not familiar with the interaction, Portal not triggering the deploy is an upside in the case of cards like Iron Conqueror. Axel has a cool premium. Yeah, he's got like a bird behind him. You see TA onto the Brockvar Hunter, who is pretty good at shooting down any rogue insects. Keep the board small from that Arrakis Behemoth. But again, not really many Swarm payoffs. There's the Behemoth, there's the Glusty Warp. There's like no Bone Talisman, no Yen. He's not doing a whole lot with the tokens. There's the Beast. We have an answer to the Beast. Eventually mork it. Probably don't want to waste the mork though against the Glusty Warp Ozrel deck if you can avoid it. Hey, Berserk. Oh man, leading Beast. Not usually where you want to be. Grows to 7. 10-point gap over here with almost even on engines. Beast growing to a turn. Herkia being 1, and then Brockvar Hunter being like half-ish a point. But a bunch of beasts in hand for League sort of makes Brockvar worth a point a turn. That said, Brockvar only ticks when the card is played, which is a little bit worse than an end-turn engine like Beast. Doesn't get the pass quite as easy. Goulash using his leader charge in order to enable the ranged row spontaneous evolution, and then Knickers comes out of deck, make it up for a 16-point gap. This is a tournament. No players rank. You can start trading client if you care. League's played in a few tournaments. This is the 3rd one that he's played in. A couple weeks ago he ran pretty deep. I think he made it to the semifinals. I'm not sure. I feel like Goulash has played in like 1 or 2 before, but I don't remember any deep runs. That said, I could be wrong. So Raucous Swarm gets the round 1 on even. Now it's trying to bleed it down into the Ozrel finisher. No tall unit though, right? Anywhere? Relying on League to play Olaf. Could potentially be playing towards a Glusty Warp finisher in a short round. It's not unreasonable. League wanting to respect Predatory Dive. Let's see what he does here. War of Clans Could bring back the Brockvar Hunter. Decides to just go for the Barona instead. Get a Morkvarg in play to eat the Pred Dive if that exists. 4-point Pred Dive is acceptable. There's an A-Rush for 9 points, thanks to the Arrakis Swarm ability. Starting to get a pretty spicy looking Morkvarg that can eventually be taken.
What? This? But a scratch.
No rush though. Just getting down the Drummond Berserker. There's the Striga to clean that up before it transforms. I wasn't sure what the emote was. I moused over it. Oh, what's today's PogChamp? It's not bad. That's definitely in the... That's in the upper quarter. That's a good one. Is everyone's face so small? Is it? That's the max size. Oh, I guess he's got like headphones on, which makes it look smaller. Yeah, those are big fucking headphones. Taking up like half the frame. Okay, Rain takes out some drones. I don't know. The original was such an exaggerated face. Everything just maybe looked bigger? I don't know. Does there have to be a PogChamp? Yeah, of course. What? 2 Arnagods on your board? I imagine they just fight one after the other. Society live without a single emote? Maybe, but Twitch Society can't. I mean, the original one was a classic one, but I don't know, there have been a couple of good ones. I think the current one's pretty good. Okay, Goulash takes the pass, maintains his card advantage that he got from winning on even. Going up a card into round 3, has double last say. What Hype's just its own thing. I don't know. I don't view it as a replacement. Ulfidin what? Yeah, this guy's deck is very beast synergy heavy. So, besides the Ulfidin's worth it for the extra proc on Brockvar, the extra beast for Axel. Bricked Skirmisher and card disadvantage.
Not you again.
Not really where you want to be. Also, a good Pred Dive. What was the reason to hold the Skirmisher? Is that like a mod in the deck? Oh, there's not even a... Oh, there's not even a way to discard it. Right? Pretty sure. Yeah, Heim... No Heim. Just Nut. It was last mulligan, but still, why play Gremist instead of the Skirmisher when you know Pred Dive exists? Forgot there was a Pred Dive? Maybe. Oh, I guess that's sort of a reason. Okay. It is a warrior when played with Harold. Ooh. Wait, he has double essay. I guess getting into the graveyard has his Azrael play for 14 instead of 8? 9? That's a pretty clean answer. Not sure how we're getting value out of Mork and Ulf now, but I guess that's how we get value out of Ulf. But yeah, there's no way this is enough. Azrael Glusty is just worth more than all the points League can put in play. Bit surprised we didn't see a buff onto the Goliath. Just to prevent, like, Skjortl. It feels like a way that you could possibly lose. But regardless, he doesn't have it. Here's the 14-point Azrael to clean things up. And Goulash takes the first game with his very interesting take on a Rocket Swarm. Should be hopping into game number 2 shortly. So with the Arrakis deck 1 with, there is Precision Strike that still needs to get through. We can quickly bring up these deck lists so we can take a look at this Precision Strike deck. Playing the new card Madoc. For tar removal, we got Curse of Corruption and Heatwave. Maxing out on bombs, even playing Triss to get even more copies of Northern Wind, Moondust, and making a bomb to play and recur the Madoc. Into game number 2 we go. We got League C on Imprisonment against Goulash's Precision Strike. What is in this Imprisonment deck? We got False Ciri, we got Fergus, we got Shylard. Is this the only agent synergy card? No, right? Usurper transforms, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing agent. So how many agents are in the deck? Master of Disguise is an agent? Oh, I didn't know that. That feels very relevant, and I should have known that. Skellen's an agent. Mage Torture is an agent. Fangs are agents. I feel like every time Form 3 Usurper gets a boost, I'm surprised. I knew Informant was an agent. I knew all the spies are agents. Shylard's an agent. Brothen's an agent. Oh, Dodric. Oh, is he an agent too? Oh my god, this cat. This cat. Hebrew value. Oh my god. This cat's just gonna bury. There's no better feeling than playing a cat and your opponent playing a single unit turn 1. Because you know they're not getting out from under the cat for the rest of the round. Time not long ago, you had no idea what Form 3 Usurper did, yeah. Okay, well, there's Brothens. That's an expensive way to get out from under the cat. This is where the bombs begin. We could making a bomb the Brothens to have a unit on each row to try to maximize cat value. Yeah, that's what we're seeing. So making him play 2 units again if he wants to turn the cat off. There is that spying unit, but you can't play the hunting packs into different rows. So the Madoc's locked. No more bonus bomb value this round. Unless he wants to take a Purify on his own unit. We're back on the cat. Man, how much extra value is this cat gonna get this round? hits and armor. Yeah, who needs Matic points? We got cat points. I was bouncing over the Nero for a second. Wonder if he was considering like a Nero for Rebuke to kill the Cupbearer. Just continue trying to get more cat value. Nah, just plays the bomb. Bomb and a ping. Okay. Uses a little bit of his round 3 resource. Bang's probably coming down to kill the 8. That's the beast card from the expansion. Cat's sweet. Cat's sweet. Just does everything that this type of deck wants a card to do. It's immune points, it's removal. Just right at home. Not only is it immune points, but it's immune points that doesn't get random pinged. One of the big weaknesses of like synthesis in these types of decks is against Skellige. Your opponent can still damage it with things like Hemble, things like Herald pings. Whereas this is just safe points that you can play whenever. You often won't want to play synthesis until later into the round, because otherwise it'll just end up dying to random pings by the end of the round. Where Dandelion can't kill the cat, yeah. Despite it still being a beast in artifact form. Okay, finally, League is out from under the cat. For now. Takes the poison, cat transforms back, only a 5-point gap. He is just immediately looking at it. We are still playing. Plays another 4-point bomb. Yeah, Usurper only steals spying operatives to mostly to make the mirror a little less degenerate. But you can like mark the opponent's operatives spying with Fergus and then yoink them back. But a couple extra steps involved. So Goulash basically has 15 points. League not getting ahead in 1. Starting to run out of things to do as well. Shylard pretty bad against 3 special cards in hand. Plays an early Usurper for 9. Okay. Gets ahead of the leader charge. This is just a Nero into Justice. For volunteers, getting all the thinning out. You've still got Curse of Corruption for currently 6, which will go up to 7 if the Fergus ends up being played. So Brothen's Usurper out in round 1 from League. Still has Ball. There's no Joachim in the deck. I guess you gotta make room for all the agents somehow. Wait, are there even... So he needs the... Oh, this is an aristocrat. So currently Shylard and Van Morlham Hunter are the only aristocrats for Ball. Goulash just comfortably up here. And gets round number 1. Secures last play against the tall removal deck. Yeah, he finds his aristocrats. Gets rid of that informant. Oh man, I wonder if we'll see the Heatwave taken on the Ball, or if he'll just say, I don't believe that you've drawn your aristocrats. Is there anything immune remaining? No. So all the unitless stuff that's going on is just gonna be specials. Okay, kick the brick. And pick up the Pyrotech. Whoa! Kick the Pyrotech too. And draw the Triss. Rewarded. immediate ball, just to make sure he's able to, I imagine, play the lock onto the Madoc. Go, leader takes out the Dame. So Shylard's gonna put the Protector down to 1. Skellen. Oh. Yeah, that's understandable. I can respect that. I can respect that. What's Skellen? Dead to a Rebuke. Bloody Baron in the Flex 10 slot. Hidden Cache with Freak Show, and Imposter with Vanamar and a bunch of tar removal. Anyway, into game number 1 we go. Dinbao versus Solid Snake. Hidden Cache versus Onslaught. The removal heavy deck against the engine deck. Archetypically, this is a solid win for Onslaught. But Patsy has a few things going for it. They have ways of putting multiple engines in play at once. I believe there's no good way to deal with Passiflora from the Skellige deck other than bleeding. And the meme of self-bleed Croc is just as relevant today as it was in 2019. Face is clear in a new 4K screen. I'm glad. Post my game footage anywhere. I've been uploading to a VODs channel on YouTube.
Again, even though I didn't.
Oh god. They're also just in the Twitch VODs, but these are a little more permanent and better labeled. Player connection lost. Okay, well, we're back. So protect your longship established. Solid Snake getting his thinning with the Ciri Raiders. Dinbao just gonna continue playing his pingers. Imagine this is the Brockbar Hunter turn. He is the boat. Bloodthirst 2 for the Gutting Slash. Established.
Nose, mouth, any hole will do.
Pulls the boat out. I don't know, this is just Skellige doing whatever Skellige wants to do. Another Protector, a Raider, Berserker, sure. Berserker could just...
What a scratch.
1 in 4? Always punished. Not relevant though. Just takes the pass, gets his max carryover coins. Says, hey, if you want to bleed me in round 2, you'll be making your leader worse. Finding some pretty good cards on both sides. Squirtle picked up for Snake. Ooh. Raiding Fleet, Blood Eagle, Squirtle is the additions to the hand. Passiflora, MK, and a Poison Completion on the other side. Decided to kick the Poison Completion, finds a Blind Eye. Ooh. And then kicks the other Poison as well. There's just 3 Blind Eyes in hand for Snake. Man, someone's got bad internet. Don't know which player has bad internet, but someone's got bad internet. Hopefully it holds up. Gutting Slash over Stunning Blow is weird. Yeah, I mean, Onslaught's really good at getting Bloodthirsts. Oh, we just kept this to discard it? Okay. Well, is it still weird? I guess that means we're just going to round 3.
Life's short. Enjoy it.
Is it gonna thin? It's the second eagle, right? Second eagle. Yeah, play the raiding fleet, makes the mulligans a little easier in round 3. How much bigger is 4K than 1080? Oh, good lord. Okay. It is actually just that number multiplied by 4. Good to know. How do you fit a monitor that big on your desk? Or is it not like physically bigger, but the pixels are more dense? Higher pixel density, okay. It's not how that works. We're framed. We'll get better at Gwent with more FPS. Yes. Gwent has like a 4K textures pack too, right? Pretty sure if you go into the store, it's free to download. And considering I'm pretty sure that like 70% of the player base only plays Gwent because they think it looks nice, having it look even better is winning, right? That's how that works. So, will Passy be enough to carry the long round against this disgusting amount of removal? Hey, this guy's not relocked. Huh. Already better than Vabjorn was.
Any diamonds for little old me?
Solid Snake finishes procking the Passy. So what? It's got 2 spenders that he can distribute his spends on between the Urchins and the Jackal to not get completely blown out by Morkvarg. Ooh, shields the Seductress.
Women, children, elders, we spare none.
Don't get caught. Hit them between the legs.
Spend here, just let it die. Just gonna let it die. Surely the spender's dying, whether it's to Blood Eagle, yeah, or it's the ping. And then gets the pinger back. Random ping knocks off that shield that Solid Snake paid 3 coins for. Bloodthirst onto the boat. Oh, did he just use this 2 damage too? Interesting. So it's the Sol turn. Payday. Guess if you're worried about a beast coming down. Are there any beasts in this deck? I feel like you're always supposed to get an engine down there. Anyway, there's the Dire Mutated Hounds. Yeah, this this end of round Sol MK is pretty sad.
I'll cleave you in two.
Dire Mutated Hounds coming down onto the Bear Witcher turn is also pretty sad. Bloodthirst 3 for the Lugos. Yeah, I don't see how Snake can ever win this. This looks real bad. Hey, Red Dream, thanks for the host. Welcome, everybody. I hope your stream went well. We are in round 2 of the tournament right now. Round 2, game 1, Solid Snake versus Dinbao. Pings are triggering you. Yeah, this is, ugh. Like, I'm not sure that the pings matter. As long as the boat doesn't die. And, like, honestly, even if the boat dies, I don't know if it makes a difference.
Sometimes they're quite fresh.
You can Bear Witcher here. Damage, whatever.
What are you gonna do? Huh?
Up 17, sort of. And still got more Kemble left over.
There, close your eyes. I'll wash you all away.
MK basically just playing for Deploy Profit too. Yeah, like it's... This is very over. This is very, very over. 21 point gap. Jackal Heatwave, I'm pretty sure it doesn't even get ahead. Yeah. And there's still a Morkvarg that plays for 20 points. He had to play it. He had to play it. Yeah, Kaduk's just a bonkers card. Kaduk is crazy. Like, the numbers on Bear Witcher or whatever, it's an 8 for 5 that only gets 8 for 5 on Adrenaline 4, and you get some extra synergy by, like, having a damage unit on your side of the board. That doesn't seem unreasonable to me. Kaduk, though. What the fuck? Here we are, into game number 2 we go. Doing bonkers card. But, like, their 6 to 8 prov card is better than, like, 10 prov cards that they have. Compare Kaduk to Totem. Also have Raiden Fleet and Squirtle. Yeah. I mean, at least Squirtle has Devotion. Raiding Fleet's really good. Raiding Fleet's sort of comparable to, like, Eastern Grimm's Council. But, like, there's no condition on Kaduk. It's pretty hard to justify playing an SK deck and not putting Kaduk in it. Squirtle's busted, but at least it's Devotion locked. Here we got the cash queued up for Solid Snake again, and Dinbao on the other side of the board now, playing his Fruits of Yizgith, I believe, yeah, Koshje deck. Koshje Devotion, Fruits of Yizgith. So rather than having a more bursty finisher with Force of Nature, instead opting to play a leader that gives the deck a little bit more opportunity to get round control. Squirtle that busted? Yes. Squirtle's fucking insane. Compare Squirtle to, like, any other card in the other factions. Any other damage gold.
I hope you feel read minds.
In round 3, he like compares similarly to like Forest Protector. I mean, Squirtle's fine, you don't need to nerf it. Cards are allowed to be good. Like, Indregalarva is a bonkers card too, but I'm not gonna go around and saying we have to nerf Indregalarva. Which is Devotion cost in SK? What neutrals does SK want? There's plenty of SK decks that probably would like to have a Heat Wave. They don't care too much about a Nero because they have Blood Eagle. I don't think SK really cares about Squirrel. Got plenty of good 4P cards to play. Portal is big, that's true. Portal is like super sweet. I've been very impressed by Portal in SK. But losing the Devotion does suck. Yeah, Portal Fish Flappers is like Portal on Conquerors, but just way better. Not only because you play the Fish Flappers from hand, but the armor that they get can be relevant in your deck too. Then your backup target can be like Brockvar Hunter or Savage Bear. You're not even forced to play fewer 4P cards. You can just like play Savage Bears, play Brockvar Hunters, play Fish Flappers. And your Portal is still incredible. There's like no real mulligan cost. But you lose Squirtle, you lose Harold. Which limits the decks you might want to play it in. SK's cards are strong, but a lot of factions have strong cards. Again, there's nothing wrong with cards being good. Anyway, what's going on in this game? Cash is bullying Gurney. I feel bad for Gurney. We're talking about SK to begin with. We're talking about Kaduk, because I think Ravesh says something about Kaduk. Congregate, be competitive in the meta. Nick played it to a pretty good score last season. Probably just gotta queue it at the right times. Hey, X2. Cards are like especially allowed to be good when they force you to build a deck a certain way. Like the difference between like Hernkaduk being good and something like Squirtle being good is that when Hernkaduk is good, it just goes in every Skellige deck. When Squirtle is good, at least it forces you to be Devotion if you want to play Squirtle. And it like incentivizes you to build your deck a certain way. As a reward for doing X, you get to play the card. And Dragolarva sort of does the same thing, and that like it makes you play units, it makes you want to go tall. Like, it incentivizes you to build your monsters deck a certain way. In practice, there's very few decks that end up not wanting in Dragolarva. But I'm not sure how much of that is... I mean, it's just like Kelly. There's like some old Araka Swarm decks that didn't want it. But it incentivizes a certain type of deck. Yeah, there are some things in the faction that make you not want to play Larva. Though it does feel like it's like a cost to not play Larva rather than a benefit to play Larva. I think that's mostly psychological though. Anyway. So, Gurney is pushing. Koshje Defender. Take me to reach Prestige 10. I'm not sure. I think around like a year.
Science is like a river.
Now do you take the pass? Now that your thing can get Philippid? Oh, you don't have a pass anymore. Pushing into Passy. Because he had Defender and he doesn't want his Koshje getting Philippid. Oh. Wait, he's not even playing Koshje here?
You'll suffer the consequences of your foolishness.
Well, they gotta pass again. That's cool, I guess. Playing leader, what are you missing? Just Griffin being a miserable card. You're supposed to leader anyway, just because you might not play the Griffin and the tempo matters. And you might as well just consume the 3, then not use your leader. But new game mode? Not really new. It's been in the game for a while. This is tournament mode. We're watching the weekly tournament. Like 7,600. Yeah, a lot of those were in beta though, before any kind of prestige system was in the game. Hand is looking pretty bad for Mr. Gurney. Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. Huh. There might be more provisions in the deck than there are in the graveyard and hand combined. That's unfortunate.
Sit back, close your eyes. I'll wash it all away.
Warrior in 2021. Can that possibly be right? I usually play Plumbered over it. Yeah, he's not playing Plumbered. How do you miss that many golds?
Fistic for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Nah, my day when Koshke had an Iteran in it. Didn't I was playing Devotion.
Any diamonds for little old me?
Does this just get heat-waved? It's like not even... It's not even relevant. It's so sad. Conquerors and Harold. Or, not Harold. The monsters version of Harold. Auberon, there we go. He's thinking real hard. Little does he know it does not matter. Disgusting. Disgusting. Locations from best to worst. Kaduk, number 1, easily. Then I guess Skellige Castle. The Syndicate one's in there somewhere. Syndicate one might be 3. I don't know if the Syndicate one's like seeing play right now. People are playing Passiflora. The card doesn't really have an easy home. The card's really powerful. Karasaren. Karasaren might be above the Syndicate one, I don't know. Gorther's fine. The monsters one's really good in a bad deck. And it's like only good in that bad deck. Cards you get are so bad. Yeah. I had a list with just like the location and the 7 prov self-poison dude that I liked the location with a lot. It's just like the only good target for the 7 prov guy. The order on it's just so insane that it's hard for me to just call it the worst one. A spender on hideout would be nuts, yeah. Spend 4.6. Yeah, the problem is like you have to draw the combo. The location's kind of mediocre if you don't have the dude. And the dude is sort of mediocre if you don't have the location. Fudge the monsters in Syndicate location and put old bronzes in place of some of the new ones. Still get lore consistent.
The bolt softens them up, the sword finishes them off.
Anyway, what's going on here? So Solid Snakes, Uprising Witchers up against this Gurney deck that's got to get through. Hey, Blast Joe. Yeah, I feel like I've played more decks where Salamandra Hideout felt good than either the monsters or the NR one felt good. Like, the NR one doesn't even feel good in Witchers. I'm sure, like, part of that is just, like, how much assimilates on ladder, but... Blech. Not seen Duldalock ever. It's only good in Swarm. It's really good in Swarm, but it's only good in Swarm. And Swarm's not the best deck. One's a complete meme. Not a complete meme. It's pretty good in Clog. If there's ever like an Nilfgaard deck that goes semi-Clog too, it probably plays Gorther. It's 2 cards for Fulgrim. Yeah, like the optional Viper Witcher Mentor is kind of nice too. Shocked and impressed into the name of these cards. That is crazy. I did swear that I was never going to remember the names of any of the locations. Yet here we are. So Gurney gets rolled 1. Now Solid Snake's just gonna, just try to hold the Witcher trio and win with that in round 3? He's missing... Huh. Gwent gets one of them. Interesting. So we got Necker into Larva into Bruxa. Missing the Koshje combo. What's in the Naglfire? Ygern, Hugo, Aubron. Adept down. Dinbow just plays the larvas.
The more you know, the less you blunder like a buffoon.
Rich Griffin work? In what way? Nothing that kills the Keldar. Just safe. Yeah, very solitaire deck for Dinbow. Not big on the interaction. Excuse me, on the interaction. Archgriffin basically says lose round 1, your opponent discards their Heatwave. Generally how Archgriffin functions. Maybe fix the Griffin. I mean, you could make it more aggressively costed, so like mid-range decks can consider playing it. Make it not just something that you have to go all in with, but I don't know if that's a design that's healthy for the game.
Why the train on the cone? I hate it.
Has to be higher than 9p. I don't know, it's problematic that you can AA out Archgriffin. As long as like the AA is not boosting it by a substantial amount. I don't think it matters that you can renew it. Use the AA for Scytheman? No, no boosts on the board. Just gets the Witcher. Ooh, finds the Vesemir. Nice. That's the Scytheman back. Isn't the Scytheman worth more points than the Berengar? After the Vesemir. Oh, it about passed already. Never mind. I'm slow. So what's in the deck still? Witchers, Erland, Leo. Gotta make sure you don't brick on the Witchers. Good to get your leader Heatwave round 1. Yeah. It's a card that incentivizes you into doing things that the game is designed to punish. I fired him in round 3. He played it early? What a madman. Starland better than the Leo. 1, 2, 3. Maybe? Guess you can click it too. Get the point from the Fortune Teller. Points from the Leo. Is there a reason to not just play the Kosh J? He's not gonna Rocap, right? Just try to maximize the thrives. It's Boiling Whale.
That's much left of that.
That bird is a prize-winning cow. Blue ribbon.
I mean, these Kostrays are good. Are they better than Baron AA Scytheman? The Ozreal gets last played. He has a 13. He hits the Conqueror.
I came, I saw, I conquered. Again. We shall conquer this world as we conquered.
Yeah, I mean, the Kostrays just go big here. Scary card to let live.
Spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
And leader Scytheman, but 30-point Ozreal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 26-point Ozreal. Raising his millions of secret points. Yeah, but not as many secret points as last play Ozreal trigger all of the thrives. Damn. He would have rocapped if he if he went for it early. Underestimating how many times he was proccing that thrive there. So Din Bao takes it. Misclick, went to put Cat Witcher. Maybe. Okay, game 1, Din Bao on Onslaught up against the tried and true Quax Dash. The prize pool, Pride at Accomplishment. And VIP in chat and a roll in Discord. Wanted to write that. So we got Protector, a Raiding Fleet, and Berserker to pair with it. Brockvar Hunter. And our gold kicking the Beckers. Not finding good matchups for the Beckers. I don't know. These tournaments meteorite powder. Maybe. Cash dash Quax. Yeah, it's hard. I'm struggling every time I try to say it, but I keep saying it because it's fun to say out loud. You gotta be here for the first hour of the stream. So when we do sign-ups for the tournament. Hashtag stuck, yeah. Gold taking his time here, leading on the Iteran.
Yes, nothing quite like a nice messy dissection.
Which can just die to the Gutting Slash. And that is what we're seeing here. Wasting no time. Yeah, it's not a convenient time for everybody. I'm sure at some point other streamers will start doing tournaments as well, now that the client's getting a little more reliable. Today had no issues, right? Start to finish, everything ran smoothly. Don't jinx it. Nothing can go wrong at this point. Oh, the dash. The dash! Who was banned? Kelly and Peace Drake.
Women, children, elders, we spare none.
We're just never gonna see the Ciri Dash do anything, are we? What's this? Okay, I mean, it's okay. Is enough damage. He's trying, he just has a Ciri Dash in his deck. It's not looking good. This Onslaught has completed 2 very relevant removals this game.
Got the whole world in me hands.
This leader ability is looking absurd here. Takes the pass after forcing a pretty disgusting amount of card quality out of Intercold. Basically only costing his Hemble. But mono golds played for Intercold. Nope, no delay.
How many sweet ones could I get for a diamond?
Dector gets kicked. No, neither player is watching the stream. I don't know why you would assume that. Just because you can't comprehend not cheating in a tournament with no prizes does not mean that anyone would cheat in a tournament with no prizes. Squirrel.
Very corpses. Nay, feed our foes to
The
the
arch
gods, but they
nemesis.
still live.
The ruiner of pro ladder for everyone.
I've got you like fishes.
The old thinning blood eagle.
You shan't get through.
Okay, so we saw this matchup earlier of Cash versus this Croc deck, and it looked very one-sided. And this game, Cash committed even more provisions into round 1. So at this point, I'm just kind of curious how many points Skellige wins by here. I think last time it was by almost 20. Slightly over 20. There is a bit of a cap on how many points Skellige can win by. Yeah, Passiflora is gone this time. There was still a Passiflora last time. I believe you have to be in Pro Ladder at the end of the season, but I'm not certain. Like, 90% sure you have to stay in Pro Ladder. There's the Herald. Okay, here's a better question. How many points is Intercold gonna have at the end of the game? Or, at how many cards in hand will he have when he concedes?
Careful.
20 points at the end of the game?
Read minds.
Conceded 6. This guy will have 50. I think this is only a 30-point game.
What? This?
I don't know.
Scratch.
Maybe. There's a lot of removal here. I would not be... I don't know, single digits is a little extreme. But single digits isn't that insane where I'm sitting. Like, what's living? Saul survive just to get morked.
Meat. Short on dried meat.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe.
We'll fight to the last bloody drop in our veins.
Boat down. To revise to single digits. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he gets a good Beckers on his own unit. I mean, 0 seems wrong, just because of Boat coming back. I think the floor is 3. Though it might be approaching the 6-card concede guess. His base is 4, what are you beating good Beckers? I mean, so far the best Beckers we've seen has been for 4, so a Beckers for 6 would be pretty exciting. Oh, it can't come on the last turn. Sure. If the boat's not coming on in the last turn, though, at least he's got, like, Jackal full spend. So I guess the realistic floor is whatever Jackal full spend is. Give me a fresh account. Yeah, we've done some speedruns. Just take a fresh account and try to get to pro rank as quick as possible. Yes, okay. The speedrun's pretty good content, but like just doing it with nothing else going on is pretty bad content, yeah. Just playing games normally is not great. Doing YouTube, I never clipped any of it for YouTube. It was like right before I went on break for Christmas, and then, yeah.
I'll cleave you in two.
It also just didn't have a conclusion, right? It just ended like 12 hours in because the run was dead. Apart from monsters, what factions are easier? The only faction that I wouldn't recommend for a new player is Syndicate. Aside from Syndicate, they're all pretty close.
You got a sea beast swimming in them breeches.
What are you gonna do, huh?
Guys are playing Lugos. More removal, man. Got a 4-point Vectors. Why the early Mork? We're not going to be seeing single digits as the remaining cards here. Oh, did Saul only go to 5? Did I miss a point of damage somewhere? I thought Saul was going to 6 that turn. Knock the armor off there.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
I mean, he's still sort of in the game. This ended up being closer.
You never know which contract's gonna kill you.
The inability to get a bloodthirst going. Yeah, 11-point game. That's way closer than I thought it was gonna be. Closer than the other Cash versus Onslaught game that we saw, despite in the other game the Cash player still having Passy. So that was game 1. Oh, here we go. Game invite. So with Onslaught through, Dinbao just needs to win with this Fruits of Yizgith Koshje deck. We saw a pretty surprising amount of points out of this deck earlier in the tournament, where it, what did it beat? It outpointed something greedy. Was it another Cash? We saw a lot of Cash. My bad. My bad. Yeah, it might have just been Cash again. Just waiting for the players to ready up. Oh, here we go. Into game number 2. Dinbao against Intercold. Nature's Gift against Gurney. Yep, that's the 3. Gosh, it was NR Witchers. Right. Right. He had more points than the Scythemans. So now, will it be able to beat Symbiosis? What's in the Symbiosis deck? We got Cat Witchers, Hamadryads, a Northern Wind, Gord, another Beckers. The meta snapshots on Team Aretuza and TLG both have deck lists. You can also go into the tournament lists here. See if there's anything there you'd want to play. Jesus still make snapshots. They made one early last season. I don't know if they ever updated it. Proactive Justice. Larva for Dinbao. Bit of a tempo mismatch, but the Thrives will make it up over time. No need to TA the Dunker, right? This deck's no interaction at all. This is Striga, but Striga does not deal 5. Decides to not play the Necker. The risk of it getting Cat Witchered a little high. Bugo. Yeah, Bugo procs thrives. Gets eaten by Azrael. Good amount of armor on the board too after the Kosh go off. All the larvas have armor, all the Kosh have armor. Fuka armor. Can't forget about the Fuka armor. Thinking about counseling? Yeah, let's go for it. What does he want here? I guess the Hamadryad, I guess to set up the... Oh, we can go for the really greedy shaping nature here too. So it's getting played solely for Jonad? No, because it completes all your removal. It gets you... It's like another avenue to get Bloodthirst. It turns your 4 damage from Gutting Slash into 5 damage. It adds up with like Longships and Brockvar Hunters. I was playing an Onslaught deck earlier in the season. I didn't even play Jonad. Play casual. What? Why do you want to get paired against people that don't know how to play the game? It's a pretty anti-competitive mindset you got there. Yep, open deck lists. You bring 3 decks. 1 gets banned. They play best of 3. A-bug. There's the Shaping Nature. Staying in range here with the Egern. A lot of thrives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thrives in play. Noonwraith, I'm pretty sure is just short, playing for 12. After the Hamadryad ticks a couple times. If you take out one of those thrives, your deck is a shit ton of points. Dragolarva is worth a shit ton of points. I don't know about the rest of everything. Brooks is a really good card. Asha Carinthier, also a lot of points. But it is. I don't know what you think it's doing. It tries to match you against people that are close to your MMR. Which is what the divisions are. A lot of fun. The Necker Warriors are did you play the Ygritte before the Noonwraith? What takes here? Does Cave Shell work? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. Well, that's sad. New card? I think Maddox's a really cool card. As far as like overall favorite from the set, I mean it would have been Iteran, but you're disqualifying Iteran. I don't know. Griffin with your Adif maybe? There's a lot of fun to play with. That's not true. There's no grand conspiracy in the matchmaking to queue you against people that you have bad matchups against. That doesn't exist. Some 5-head conspiracy theory. Man, CDPR can't even get their game to work right half the time, and people think they're doing the craziest shit behind the scenes. That's why it doesn't work. 5-head. Oh my god. Too busy mind controlling the player base. Oh man. Is that why Gwent players act like a cult? It all makes sense now. Conspiracy. Of course, of course. I cannot be trusted. The only solution is to ban. If we gone back in time. Is it 2019 again?
I prefer L or
Okay, so long round. Dinbao with card disadvantage. I don't know about that Pugo sequencing. And by I don't know about that Pugo sequencing, yeah, just save it for the Koshje.
Yeah, I work for the police.
Giant cat witches coming down. I guess neither of the Koshjes live. But I suppose that's the bigger problem. Koshje number 1 just gets rebuked. Koshje number 2 gets heat waved. They aren't doing that. I don't know what to tell you. They don't do that. You... Like, if you think about it, it doesn't even make sense, right? Because when you play the Yurden decks, you don't queue into the people that you have good matchups against, right? Yeah, this is a beating. Stop questioning conspiracies, it always makes them seem flawed. Just believe. Okay, so game 3 time. Can the Dash Cash Quax get there again? Or will it be halted by the Koshche Gurney with no interaction? This is Ciri Dash's time to shine. There is no way for this deck to deal 5 damage. Unless you count, like, Bruxa Bleed into Striga. Score 1-1. This is game number 3. Intercold versus Dinbao in the finals. CD Projekt Red have done it again. The blatant fixed matchmaking happening under the noses by the entire conspiracy scene, while half the team sits in the Discord picking their noses. No more worthy. Disqualify Game King and Babes. Boycott Gwent on Twitch. Burn and fire CDPR. The Illuminati will not let each other be abused. Pre-order Cyberpunk on Steam, not on GOG. Anyway. Oh man, the Dash Quax Dash is on Redcoin too. There is a Bruxa. If this fucking Dash dies to Bruxa plus Striga, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm about to be really mad, aren't I? Okay, Intercold. It's time to get dominance. You can't get dominance through TA. You can't even Beckers it. Oh, you can Purify. Yes! Okay, okay. Saved. Saved. I am no longer angry. That was cute we've ever seen.
He venerates not the fire.
Okay. Well, okay, the dash is going off. That's a bit of a problem. Dash on red coin is pretty disgusting when it works. Hey, Barnabas. What's he doing here? Could just get the Sol down? Start playing poisons? Nothing really great to poison on the board. We poison the Bruxa. Looks like that's what he's doing. Pulls the boat, gets ahead. Oh, hey. Glad you liked it. Which medic list? Big thrives. And a 20-point gap. Could just see the passive card advantage. 2 cards to win on even. The milk card one? Oh, cool. Yeah, that deck's cool. like it a lot.
I admire the beautiful. What can I say?
Is that the updated version or patch day one? So it does play the Saul. Wraith on curve for Dinbao. Now, 25-point gap. 5 points a turn for Intercold. Or to be 2 cards down. You're pretty sad being 2 cards down, but I mean, your opponent Ciri dashed you. You didn't really have a choice in the matter. Better to be 2 cards down than to lose uneven, especially if you're just like playing bronzes. Maybe you force your opponent to play some golds.
He venerates not the fire.
How many rocks champion?
There's Pugo. Damaging not the armor. The Egret can come down whenever, right? Damage is irrelevant. Yeah. No way to deal a point of damage. They're cold with 5 passive a turn. It's the duck for the dash. This deck is the cash dash Quax. Do you see him playing more cards? What is this? This is the Adriano.
Boy, beautiful. Interested in some easy coins?
It's surprising to see the Adriano instead of the Jackal. Because there's still the passive Flora left. He has another Spender, worst case, just off of the the Street Urchins too. Oh yeah, there's an Iteran in deck too. Oh, the Adriano could be so good later. There's no removal for the Iteran too. Oh my god. Would have been so good. Okay, so Intercold takes the pass, gets his Ciri Dash card advantage. We're going into round 2. Huh. I wonder if Kostra has to bleed here. Yeah, I would have really wanted to save that Adriano, but Intercold with other plans. Let's see how it works out for him. Dinbao looking with a pretty good 5-card hand here. Hey man, the Beckers is gonna eat the Ozral if there's no Cave Troll protected it. Maybe we'll finally see a good Beckers. Now Dinbao go 2 cards down round 1. Ciri Dash on red. Just runs out the Koshche. Damn, aggressive. Very balanced card. I mean, Dinbao was unable to deal 5 damage and got punished for it. I don't know. I'm not sure how unfair that Ciri Dash was. Not binary at all. I mean, there was nothing protecting it. It's supposed to be premium. Oh, there it is. Huh. Weird. Oh, did he... Oh, no. I didn't see any vampires. I'd be surprised if there was.
You got a sea beast swimming in them breeches. Run while you're still able.
So there's the passy. What am I gonna see the pass here? Nope, we're not seeing the pass here. Wowie. Cave Troll Azrael. Because either you play the Cave Troll or you have to play the Azrael. Which means you're letting him full proc the passy. Wait. No, he has Jackal. Does the 2-0 work? It might. What's in the Quax? Oh, we played the passy before the 8 ran. Oh, poor Iteran.
Premium grade won't find any better.
I guess this just works. This just works. Fucking Beckers. Fucking Beckers.
Shame to let this beauty go to waste.
See this dash deck again? No, this is game 3.
Hit 'em between the legs.
Cave Troll protecting the Azrael. Saving the game. Getting the 2-0. Disgusting. Actually disgusting.